Hey everybody, today's words to live by are: whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. That is from Proverbs 16. And real power isn't conquering others, it's mastering yourself. That is a common theme, I think, throughout my entire video series, but it's definitely flashing in bright lights on this one from Proverbs. And I personally love it, and I think it is extremely practical as you go through life. So I think what Proverbs does is it flips the idea of what a lot of people think real strength is. In our case here, it's basically saying that patience beats rage and self mastery beats conquest. So the strongest person in the room is the one who doesn't get dragged down by anger, because anger almost never puts you in a better frame of mind, and at some point it even holds you back. So I can only tell you, in all my experience, I've known these to be truths. So even if it doesn't start out that way in a given situation where you think anger is way more valuable and way more effective, it's always ended up that way. So really, I think what we're talking about here, and there's a phrase that I sort of think about whenever I sort of reflect on this proverb, is disciplined peace. So scripture teaches us that restraint isn't weakness, it's actually higher power. So when you pause and you breathe, or you pray if that's your thing, and you choose your response over a reaction, you're exercising a strength that outlasts any immediate or short lived type of victory. And so there's a practical cue that I've used now for many years, probably close to a decade at this point, when I've been in some high pressure situations that I could tell people were sort of like wanting to get anger out of me and I didn't respond in kind. But the practical cue is this: you pause, breathe, 2 counts. So it's like, so that's like what, 5 seconds? So there's nothing you'll ever need to react to most of the time that you can't wait 5 seconds for, and then you respond. So it's taking that pause, taking a couple deep breaths, and then responding on your terms. So that habit basically turns flare ups into wisdom. And it also works when you're responding to texts or emails. So sometimes the quarrels happen not in person, and you're sort of sitting there on the couch with your phone or your computer, and you want to rip off a response really quick out of anger, and so just do that pause and take a couple deep breaths and then respond on your terms in a powerful way. So the takeaway here is, again, it's very similar to a theme that's sort of throughout this video series, but the takeaway is rule your spirit, because that is strength that really lasts. So I hope you enjoyed this reflection today, and if you did, please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.